Hi folks, I'm Hector Garcia. I'm a CPA and I work a lot with QuickBooks Desktop. One of the most common questions I get is how do I turn on manual payroll in QuickBooks Desktop? Let me give you some context. Let's go into QuickBooks over here and you're going to see all the way in the bottom of the homepage, you're going to see a button that says enter time. So all versions of QuickBooks will give you the ability to enter time and timesheets. However, if you want to process payroll inside QuickBooks Desktop, you must pay a monthly fee of about $50 a month. Now, that monthly fee gets you a lot of benefits. You get your automatic tax table download, automatic tax form calculation. Basically, you'll create a paycheck. QuickBooks will take care of helping you, giving you the tools to pay the taxes to the government and to file the forms. If for whatever reason you're managing payroll outside of QuickBooks, maybe you're using Paychex or ADP, maybe you're doing it in Excel manually, maybe you're using a third-party payroll company or an accountant, and you're not managing payroll in QuickBooks, but you want to create paychecks in QuickBooks for the purposes of maybe job costing, because you want those paychecks to be attached to a job or a project, so you'll be able to get profitability for those. So if that's the case, then what you want is you want to turn on manual payroll. I'm working with QuickBooks Desktop 2020 at the moment. I'm working with the latest version, and they added a real quick, easy option for you to add or create that manual payroll. And this would be without you having to pay for the monthly subscription. Again, you're managing payroll, paying taxes outside of QuickBooks, so you still want to create paychecks inside QuickBooks. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the Edit menu, and you're going to click on Preferences, and then we're going to click on Payroll and Employees on the left-hand side. Then we're going to go to Company Preferences, and then up here in the top it says, would you like to enable full payroll? And there's a little checkbox that says Manual Payroll. So as long as I hit that checkbox Manual Payroll, then it's going to tell you, warning, if you do manual payroll, you're not going to get automatic tax calculations, you're not going to have direct deposit, you're not going to have support or whatever. At that point, you can just hit yes, and you're okay with that, and then you're going to click on Activate. So all you're doing is you're agreeing that even though you're creating paychecks in QuickBooks, they're not the real paychecks. They're not really managing payroll in QuickBooks. You're just creating those paychecks. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and then OK. And then you will notice that in the home screen, now you're going to see an icon for Pay Employees, for Pay Liabilities. And the minute you see those two icons in there, that means that your payroll or your manual payroll, it's enabled. If I click on the Employees tab, I'm going to now have Pay Employees button. So I'll be able to click on Pay Employees, and then I'll go to Payroll Setup. And then QuickBooks is going to take you through the payroll setup screen. So you can now set up your payroll, put all your payroll parameters in there, all the tax rates, the employee information, all the year-to-date information, because it will actually manage and create paychecks for you. Unfortunately, it will not calculate taxes. So you will take the tax calculation data from whatever payroll system you're using, and you're going to enter that stuff manually. But what's awesome about being able to do manual payroll is you can do the job costing. So I'm actually going to put a link in the description below somewhere where I go into a video where I go really in depth about how to set up the payroll, how to create the paychecks, how to job cost it after you have set up manual payroll. But at least for now, this video shows you how to do that. And really important, this is the US version of QuickBooks. The Canadian version or the UK version or the whatever version, I have no clue how to do that. I don't even know if you can do that, if you can do such a thing. And the QuickBooks Online version doesn't have anything like this. So we're talking about QuickBooks Desktop US, which includes QuickBooks Desktop Pro, QuickBooks Desktop Premier, QuickBooks Desktop Accountant, and QuickBooks Desktop Enterprise. And I'm working on 2020. So hopefully if you're working on 2020 as well, or any versions above that, this feature should work for you. Either way, if you're working with an older version, check out the second video that I'm putting a link to, where I actually work with an older version. It's a little bit of a different process to turn on the manual payroll, but then there's a full explanation of how to set up and how to create the paychecks. And lastly, subscribe to the channel, add some comments below, hit like, ask me a question. What didn't I cover in this video? What would you like the next video about QuickBooks Desktop Payroll to be all about? Thanks.